Listen up and don't do these things. I'm Alyssa Dazet, the six-figure acupuncturist, and I went from broke and struggling in my practice to six-figure year after year after year. And now I've helped thousands of acupuncturists all around the world with the success of their practices too, and it is awesome. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 things not to do in your first 5 years of practice in order to accelerate yourself to a six-figure acupuncturist. The first thing not to do in your first 5 years of practice is give discounts. Do not give discounts. When you're giving discounts, you're attracting a type of clientele that only will pay for discounts. It's practically impossible to raise your value back up in their eyes to your full prices. This is just the psychology of sales. Now, when you give discounts, the other thing to remember is that this is a scarcity mentality. Don't get caught up in scarcity mentalities. When you're in a scarcity mentality, what you're doing is projecting your money mindset and beliefs onto your patients. So you're broke and struggling, and you're thinking, how in the world can they afford to pay for this? The other thing is, I gave discounts for 2 years when I first started my practice, and I struggled for 2 years too. I didn't take into account the fact that I was paying a hefty price each month for my CrossFit membership, because for me, that was my priority, where my money went. And so I want you to think about this with your patients. They're going to put their money where they prioritize things in their life. And lots of people prioritize acupuncture and their health, especially when you demonstrate to them the value that you can add to their life. The second thing not to do in your first 5 years of practice is isolate yourself. When you isolate yourself and try and figure everything out on your own, you waste time, you waste money, you waste sanity. A lot of us get depressed, we get burnt out, we are on the brink of giving up. And I know all of this because that was me. For the first 2 years, I tried to figure everything out on my own. And not until I reached out to people for help did things really start to shift. And now I am never without some type of mentor or mastermind or business course. There are so many options out there now that there is no excuses to try and figure this out on your own. In the last 6 months alone, I have spent 10 grand on mentors and business masterminds, but my life is on fire. It is dream life. So do not isolate yourself. Reach out for help, and it will catapult you to your successful dream life. The third thing not to do in your first 5 years of practice is not tell a specific treatment plan script to every single patient that walks through your door. Before I figured out the treatment plan script, I would have patients come in for their first appointment, but then not reschedule before they left the office. I didn't explain to them how many treatments they needed, so they would leave. I would never hear back from them. They didn't get better. They thought acupuncture sucked. They thought I was a bad practitioner. It was a hot mess. Once I started to specifically explain everything about how acupuncture works, how many appointments they need, in what time frame do they need it, what to expect from the treatments, then my practice blew up. If you look at the charts from my first 2 years in practice, there are so many charts that only have the first patient appointment. And if you look further on from there, there's tons and tons and tons of follow-ups. I am the patient follow-up treatment queen. So you need to specifically explain the treatment plan script to your patients. I'm Alyssa, the six-figure acupuncturist, and I'm on a mission to mainstream Eastern medicine and heal the world with acupuncture and love by helping you have a successful practice. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a heart, and share it with an acupuncture buddy, because it is a global community that we are creating. And if you still haven't gotten my free treatment plan script, then go to sixfigureacupuncturist.com and sign up for my free 2-step Patients for Life strategy guide, where you will get that treatment plan script and use it with every single patient in your practice. Keep healing the world, mainstream Eastern medicine. I love you, and I am so grateful for you.